on 10, I'm on 12. I count it up, I break the scales. I'm in your crib, I'm on the shelves. I'm in these streets, all by myself. You on 10.
How's everybody doing this Sunday afternoon? I'm your host, Andy, on Ask Your Brown Friend, where I bring you content talking about questions that I may have been asked or situations that I may have been put in myself personally. For those people that are just joining me, thank you very much for tuning in to my content, and please subscribe and tell all your friends. Definitely hit the thumbs up button. I'm going to break you into the basics, you know what I mean? Just like I do each time, hopefully, if I remember to. So asphalt is black, copy paper is white, and my skin is brown. So when I talk about people, I refer to everyone's ethnicity based on my own complexion. So if someone is lighter than me, I will refer to them as light skin. If you're my complexion or darker, I will consider you dark skin. And if you're foreign, I will note that you are foreign. So I was actually sitting down this afternoon, and I received a question from a subscriber. This question came from Heaven Sent Marshall. Thank you very much for sending me your question. And her question was, I'm going to briefly read it over here. Why does a man repeatedly defend himself? Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Why does a man say he loves you, but repeatedly defend himself in regards to his pornography habit? Well, I'm going to answer your question. Then I'm going to give you my own personal experience. Okay. So to answer your question, Miss Heaven Sent Marshall, I really don't know why the gentleman is just not being straight up and down with you. When it comes down to adult content, I feel that it's important to let the person you're with know what you're into, at least for the majority of the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes, there's things that, we may want to know about, and we may do some research on, personally. But, for the majority of what's going on, you should be letting your partner know. And for the person you're with, maybe you hold some type of power over him. Maybe he's scared that you may spank him, or possibly he doesn't want to let you know what he's into. That to me, that screams a sign of maybe he's into something a little bit more than what you may offer. Okay. Because personally, I don't know why a man would lie about pornography, period. If you saw it, you saw it. You know what I mean? Especially from what you're describing, with the background to your question, the person you're with, I think realistically, I don't think you have a problem with the pornography. I really don't think you have a problem with it. I think you have a problem with the trust. With him not admitting to you when you confronted him, like, hey, you've been watching The Hub? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, no. Who, me? No, not me. No, I would never do that. I would never do that. Lo and behold, we know that he's on The Hub. He's probably one of their best patrons. You know what I mean? Probably has his own little private Patreon account. He goes to the bathroom, whatever. But the whole point is, I don't think you have a problem with the pornography. I think you have a problem with the truth. Now, being a guy, I can honestly say that most of us have a problem sometimes when it comes down to how we want ourselves to be viewed. So in order to protect ourselves from how others may think about us, we will say things that aren't true, which is basically tell a lie. I think he should have just came clean, like straight from the jump. Like, you're like, hey, you watching The Hub? Yeah. They had this one thing with the clowns, and I always wanted to know what that looked like, or they had the one thing, you know, with these three ladies. I wanted to see what that was all about. But he should have just came out and told the truth. Now I'm going to give you my personal experience with the subject, being honest. I remember one time I was with a young lady and I was like, hey, what's that? What are you watching? And she's right next to me. She's like, what do you think it is? And I'm like, oh. And to me, I didn't think it as being disrespectful. I figure as an adult, they put that type of adult content out there because it's like fantasy. Because I'm a guy, you know, if I could see all 31 flavors, you know, and not leave the safety of my home, sign me up. I'm with that because I love my wife, you know, but there are times, you know, you want to just see something different. You know what I mean? Not necessarily be with anybody else. No, just see something different. And instead of, I think the guy that you're with, just basically just coming out and saying it like, hey, you know, I love having a crisp white shirt every day of the week. Sometimes I like to see what a blue one looks like when I go to the stores. I would never put it on, but, you know, I like to see what it looks like in front of me, you know. But hopefully that answered your question. You know what I mean? I think the guy should have just came straight up and been like, yep, my name's Andy. Sometimes I watch The Hub. You know, it's not who I am. You know what I mean? I'm not embarrassed. You know what I mean? Every guy has seen something. You know what I mean? But I think the guy that you're with, yeah, I think you're right for moving on, because if somebody's just going to repeatedly, you know, tell you things that are false about something just so little, like, just what are you watching? You know what I mean? Just imagine if it was life-threatening or life-changing information that this person was supposed to convey to you. Could you really trust them? I don't think so. So I think you made the right choice. My name's Andy. You know, please, if you like my channel, or even if you have an opinion, put it down in the comment section. Tell all your friends. If you have any questions, please email them to me at askyourbrownfriend@gmail.com. My name's Andy. I want you guys to enjoy yourself. Take time and invest in each other. You know, be courteous. Take care. Be safe.